What happens when Elon Musk is unable to build his plane? Hello lovely YouTube family, welcome back to Cyber Circuit. In today's video we're going to talk about what happens when Elon Musk is unable to build his plane. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. We all know Elon Musk is the brainiac, who also happens to be worth about $12 billion. But before being a billionaire, his only assets were his brain and vision to change the world and humanity. His ideas, initially turned dreams by many, have turned into realities. He could be regarded as a serial entrepreneur, an entrepreneur who continuously comes up with new ideas and starts new businesses. Instead, we have coined a new term for him, parallel entrepreneur. Someone who has implemented his ideas parallelly in more than one industry. He has not just started these businesses, but revolutionized every industry he has touched: e-cash, PayPal, electric cars, Tesla, rocket technology, SpaceX, and energy services, Solar City. Here we dig deep in the lows of his real-life Tony Stark. Bullying. Musk was born in South Africa to an engineer father and model mother. You could call him a nerd, always buried in books and computers. Musk was never much of a social being. He was younger and weaker than the other students, making him an easy target for bullies. His childhood was excruciating to have lived through. In one incident, he was thrown down a staircase and beaten afterwards, so much so that he passed out and he had to be hospitalized. He sustained an injury because of which he had trouble breathing even in now. Netscape effort. Not too many know this, but Musk had applied for a job at Netscape. However, he did not receive any reply as he had no background in computer science. He had degrees in economics and physics from Wharton School. He even went to their office but returned as he was too shy to talk to anyone. After this, he decided to pursue his own ideas and hence started Zip2, a web software company, providing business details, something like online yellow pages. Had he not been shy or had Netscape given him a try, both Musk's and Netscape's futures could have been different. Although many of you might not consider it as a low point in his life, but keep in mind that Netscape was one of the leading tech companies at the time, and Musk had missed an opportunity because he was shy. Fight over Zip2. Zip2, a company of which Musk and his brothers had founded, was doing great with Musk as its CEO. The board of directors, looking at the long run, removed Musk as CEO of his own company. The board claimed that Musk did not have the necessary operational responsibilities, and because of that he couldn't be the CEO. Another issue they saw was his inexperience and hence appointed another CEO. He had kept his shares, and when the company was sold to Compaq, he received $22 million from it. Ousted from PayPal. Musk founded X.com, an online payment company which went on to become PayPal. In April 2000, Musk was made CEO of the company. Soon after, Musk got into an argument with the then CTO over which operating system to go forward with, Windows or Unix. The disagreement eventually resulted into his ousting as CEO from PayPal while he was on his honeymoon. Near-death experience. While on vacation to his native country South Africa, he experienced a near-death experience. He suffered from several malaria, a complication of Plasmodium falciparum malaria, which has 20% mortality rate even if treated. It took him 6 months to recover and he lost 45 pounds during the period. He has often stated that the near miss gave him a renewed focus and energy. The experience had not affected his spirit and certainly not his sense of humor. His Google Plus profile reads bragging rights, not dead yet. He even jokingly once said, "Son's sudden death. Seeing your child die is possibly the worst thing that happens to anyone." Musk had his first son with his longtime girlfriend and wife, Justin Wilson, in May 2002. They named him Nevada Alexander, but he died of SIDS at the age of 10 weeks. By the time the paramedics got there, he had been deprived of oxygen for so long that he was brain dead. Musk never speaks about the incident. Russian debacle. In 2001, Musk conceptualized Mars Oasis as a project to go plant on Mars soil. He, along with a few others, traveled to Moscow to look for intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, that could send the envisioned payloads into the space. They met a couple of companies who rejected their proposal. After 6 months, he visited Russia again for the same project. This time, they were offered a deal for $8 million for a rocket, which Musk considered too expensive. On his flight back from Moscow, Musk thought of creating his own company to make affordable rockets, and thus SpaceX came into being. SpaceX crisis. In June 2002, Musk founded SpaceX with an objective to lower space transportation costs and make Mars colonization a reality. Musk invested a lot of money which he got from the sale of PayPal into SpaceX. The company's first 3 launches failed, which sparked skepticism in many investors. They only had enough money for one more launch. They were almost at the verge of bankruptcy. It was a very stressful time for Musk. The 4th launch was a huge success, and the consequence, SpaceX received a contract from NASA for $1.6 billion. SpaceX was sending rockets to space at 1/3 of the cost for any other agencies in the business. Musk had gone all out for SpaceX's launch, which, fortunately for him, turned out to be a success. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss any of our videos in the future. Also watch the next 2 videos that are on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.